following broadcast is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, good evening, wrestling fans. Coming to you live tonight from Barnesville. We got a triangular duel with, first off, will be Barnesville and Border West. Border West making up of Wheaton, Herman Norcross, Clinton, Beardsley, maybe Brown Valley. I apologize, I'm going to have to look at that up to be exact. All those co-ops. Your second duel will be Border West and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And then the final duel of the evening will be Barnesville versus the Pelican Rapids Vikings. So here we go. It's good to be back home here. We've had one home meet before the Christmas break, and Trojans have been back in competition. They did travel down to Parker's Prairie to take on Bertha Hewitt Verndale Parker's Prairie in the West Central area last week, and then the varsity wrestlers also traveled to Castleton to compete in the 50th annual Central Cass Letterman's Tournament. Again, some good competition. About, I think it was 26 teams from most of them from North Dakota and whatnot. But again, a little bit of everything. So again, tonight here, the Trojans, we'll try to keep you updated here best we can. Apologize, I'm going to be a little rusty on the old controls here and whatnot. So, all right, so we're going to get going here. All right. All right, kicking off first will be Gunnar Hennessy of Border West, an 8th grader, against Wesley Rotz, a freshman. Also alongside his competition will be the junior varsity competition. Looks like we got Border West wrestler out there against Chase Houck of Barnesville. 2-point takedown for the Border West Buccaneer. Wesley Rotz trying for escape. Border West returning to the mat. Hennessy maintaining control. Wesley Rotz trying to fight out of there. Hennessy looking for a turn, tying up some hands, some wrists there. Right now he's a little bit off to the right side, trying to run a half Nelson. Wesley doing a good job of maintaining hand control, trying to work on a stand-up here at this time. Again, I'm not sure if we'll have the buzzer here tonight, being that we have 2 mats going on side by side. Sometimes with junior varsity, the varsity will still use the buzzers. Sometimes it won't. I'm guessing we will. Rott's getting turned. Fighting off his back. Looked like at least a 2 count there. Still holding the same position with an arm bar. That's why the ref has not awarded those points. He has a chance to count them again. Up to a 5 count could bring a 3 near fall. It's going to be close here with the short time amount and towel tap, so no buzzer there. And yes, the Border West Buccaneer does pick up a 3 near fall. Hennessy up on Rotz 5-0 right now. There's Rotz's choice. Rotz defers, giving the choice to the Border West Buccaneer. Border West Buccaneer says, I'm going down, starting down from the referee's position. All right, and off they go. Rotz trying for a little bit of a breakdown. Hennessy with a stand-up. One-point escape. Hennessy now up on Rotz 6-0. Still no control for either wrestler. Both are fighting for the takedown. Rotz doing a nice job of fighting it off. Guys got to quit messing with the headgear and go after it there. No time for that. Rotz trying to force it here. Scrambling, look like he's coming, trying in for a headlock. Can he get it? Is he on the right side of the elbow? If not, they're going to have to break it and call. Oh, and then he comes out of the scramble with a 2-point takedown. Rotz trailing 6-0 with 5 seconds left to go here in the second period. All right, Rotz's choice, final period, trailing 6-2. Looks over at Coach Anderson. Coach Anderson says, let's go neutral, both up. You can take this guy down now. He's got that confidence back. He's going for it, going right into a headlock. Border West Buccaneer says, no, I'm not going to fall for that again. They're going to fight here. It's going to come a little muscle here. Rotz trying to force a little too hard. Ooh, but he's not giving up. It's a good little scramble. So we call a scrapping. Rotz standing up, Border West Buccaneer getting in on a double leg takedown. If he puts his head up, uses that leverage, he's going to get the takedown, which he just did. Now, Rotz trailing 8-2 with 1:30 seconds left to go here in the third period of our 106-pound match. Again, Wesley Rotz fighting for some hand control, going to try to stand up. Rotz trailing 8-4, 1-point escape for the Border West Buccaneer. Less than 30 seconds left to go here in the first period. Rotz trailing 9-4 now, losing takedown. Now down 11-4. Rotz going to have to fight off here in the last 13 seconds, not to give him any bonus points. That'll close out the third period for a 106-pound match. Wesley Rotz losing a regular decision, 11-4, to Gunnar Hennessy of the Border West Buccaneers. That'll bring up our 113-pound.
For Border West, it will be Peyton Forcier, and for Barnesville, Asher O'Brien.
All right, now wrestling at 113 pounds for Border West Buccaneers, Peyton Forcier. For the Barnesville Trojans, 113-pound sophomore Asher O'Brien. Out of bounds they go, no score. Apologize if you're tuning in. I'm trying to figure out how to get the scoreboard up on the computer for you folks at home there, wherever you're watching from. Couple quick guys here. Asher getting in. No control yet. On the edge of the mat. Referee's going to get him some time to make some progress. If not, he's going to blow the whistle, call stalemate. All right, which he does. Back to neutral they go. Both wrestler. Some might say it looks like he's dancing out there, but they're setting up their shot. That's what they're going in for, looking for their opportunity, timing, looking for that moment of weakness or whatever you want to call it. Asher getting in on kind of a crazy single. It's going to be a scramble here again. Ref's going to give him a chance to make some progress. If not, again, he'll probably call stalemate if neither wrestler is making any progress or just locked in a hold. But again, they're both fighting for it. They're scrambling. Both wrestlers still going, no progress, short time left here, nothing. Score remains 0-0 after the first period at 113 pounds. It'll be Border West's choice now. He defers. Asher O'Brien looks over to Coach Anderson, says, I'll go down. So you wonder why, like, who gets the choice now? Being that this is regular dual competition, they had a flip here at the start, and whoever wins the coin toss gets to choose odd or even. Wrestling is made up of 14 weight classes, odd weight classes being every other match. So the 106-pound, 120-pound, and so on. The even matches would be like 113 pounds, such as this, and every other such as that. That determines who gets the first choice of those periods. Oh, Forcier getting a half in, but O'Brien doing a good job. Oh, was doing a good job of fighting it off with his flexibility. Able to turn, coming up with a double arm bar. Some folks call it double chicken wing because the way they put him back there, it looks like you got a couple chicken wings hanging out the back there. But O'Brien tried to fight. He is one flexible kid, no doubt about it. Not a fun position to be at. I don't care how old or young you are, you're going to feel that tomorrow. But O'Brien's a tough kid. He's going to fight here. Boy, but he's got those arms buried deep. He's got them buried real deep. All right, and Forcier ending with a fall and a total of winning by fall in 2 minutes, 59 seconds. All right.
For Border West, Cole Sikora.
All right.
Barnesville, Quincy Mori.
Now at 120-pound match, we got a junior Cole Sikora of the Border West Buccaneers. For the Barnesville Trojans, a junior Quincy Mori. All right. Both wrestlers still scrambling for it here. Neither wrestler has control yet. It's going to be a scramble. Who's going to come up with it? Quincy still has a leg. You're going, well, hey, that Border West Buccaneer, he looks like he's behind. He's not. Quincy Morey has that leg underneath. Pure scramble at this point. They're giving control to the Border West Buccaneer. Also, he's getting back points this time. So 3-point near fall for Socorro. 30 seconds left to go here in the first period. Quincy Moore getting escape here, now trailing 5-1, 20 seconds left to go in the first period. 2-point takedown for the Buccaneer. All right, Quincy Morey now trailing, 7-1. I'll get that score corrected. Second period. Starting from the referee's position. All right, 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Getting started. Quincy's going to get him flat. Going to work something. Looks like Quincy's working, trying to work at that arm bar. Got to capture that wrist on the other side as he's working the other arm behind. Quincy doing a nice job there, doing a nice job keeping that arm. Oh, there's one flexible Buccaneer there. Quincy now trailing 8-1 here in the second period. 2-point takedown for the Buccaneer. One-point escape, Quincy Morey, trailing 10-2. I can apologize, the score is a little off here on what you're seeing. Quincy getting in on a leg. Can he finish? That's Socorro's one flexible kid here coming out of that. Now, this is the fun stuff where you see good wrestlers getting in on what looks like should be just a easy shot, but the other guy then fights it off and gets in a scramble. So it's going to be, this is anybody's game at this point. Still 10-0 here. All right, potentially dangerous. Not an illegal move, just gets into one of those things where it's dangerous for one of the wrestlers. Ref will restart again. Nobody was in control, so again, they go. All right, I guess that wraps up second period, third period. All right, reset the clock. 2 minutes. Wonder if we started with a 1 minute period. All right. Quincy Moore trailing 12-2 here in the third period. Apologize, trying to get the team scores figured out. It is 9-0 Border West Buccaneers. And somehow giving them too many. I got to do some 2-point takedown for the Border West Buccaneer. Stalemate. Quincy Moore trailing 14-3 here. 42 seconds left to go here in the third period. Both wrestlers going to their feet, still starting from the feet, excuse me. Buccaneer not taking the best shot. Morey going for kind of a front headlock there, just didn't pan out. All right. 16-4. 15 seconds left to go here in the third period. Trojans trail as a team 9-0 to the Border West Buccaneers. Morey coming in with a scramble, but short time and not enough. But that is enough, I think. No back points. Not enough to close the gap. That'll give a 4-point decision for, 4-point major decision for the team for the Border West Buccaneers.
Barnesville's open for Border West, Jude Olson.
All right. 126 pounds, we were open. Put us at 132 pounds.
Once again, Barnesville's open and Dylan Prisnes for Border West.
Excuse me, open 132 also. That'll push us at 138 pounds up. Try to get the score updated here as soon as I can. All right. This is Eli Larson for the Border West Buccaneers. For the Barnesville Trojans, Hunter Bliley. Eli getting in. Kind of a fireman's. They're just dumping. Or a fireman's dump than a fireman's carry. So 2-point takedown. Let Bliley have the escape. Bliley down 2-1. Yeah, very, very good wrestler here for Border West Buccaneers. I believe he's currently rated in state. And ended by a fall. Eli Larson of the Border West Buccaneers. That'll put us up to a 145-pound match. Looks like we got Wesley Rotz of the Barnesville Trojans.
For Border West, Patrick Forcier.
Patrick Forcier of Border West Buccaneers, a junior. And again, for the Barnesville Trojans, William Rotz. So the score at this time, 8-0. Forcier leads on Rotz. 1 point escape. Rotz, 17 seconds left to go. My clock's a little off, apologize. Five seconds left to go here. All right, so that second period, 145-pound weight class. Scores 8-1 for Forcier up on Rotz going in the second period. (13-1). Forcier leads on Rotz right now. That'll close out the second period. Now starting third period. 145-pound. Scratch that. That will end by tech foul. That'll bring us into the 152-pound match.
Next up for West Quarter is Brody Neighbor. And for Barnesville, Dawson Gregg.
Brody Nachbor of Border West Buccaneers and Dawson Gregg of the Barnesville Trojans. Trojans are scoreless yet, and going into the 152-pound match, down 36-0. All right, second period. Dawson Gregg starting down from the referee's position. Gets a 1-point escape. Now jumping up on his opponent from Border West, 5-0 here. Minute 50 left to go here in the second period. Trying a little shuck there off it, but not enough. Border West was too smart for, but a good scramble on the end of the match. There they go out of bounds, starting back up in neutral with a minute 30 left to go here in the second period. Like to see Dawson get a little more physical with his hands here, not leaving him back there for giving the Border West Buccaneer a little opportunity. A strong, athletic, quick kid, but still you can't give him that. No control yet at this time. Give him 2-point takedown, 7-0. Just under a minute left to go here in the second period. Dawson Gregg leads 7-0. Trying to break him down. Maybe a head lever here. Looking like he was going to go for a tilt. Dawson just got to settle down, get in position, work that tilt. No points. Was not able to keep that back in position long enough to get any points. Now, if this is freestyle wrestling, that'd be a different story, but it's not. This is folk style wrestling, folks. Like to see Dawson get off his hip and just run good old-fashioned head lever on that. All right, that'll end out the second period. Third period, reset the clock for 2 minutes. Dawson Gregg still up 7-0 on his opponent from Border West. Dawson Gregg starting from the top position of the referee's position. Trying to tie up that arm again. Run a head lever, good old-fashioned. Just you got to put your head in the armpit, grab that wrist, and you just get out there. You got to flatten them out too, though. Not just going to come easy, but looks like Dawson's setting up a bit of a tilt here. Can he get it? Now, if there's one thing Border West knows, it's a tilt. A lot of folks from around the area here know Border West is a tilting team, hence the name, the Border West Tilt. Buccaneer is just a little too smart for that. Dawson got to take his time, set up a little more. Again, good old-fashioned head lever right now I think would be one of the best things. Again, working a bit of an arm bar right now at this point. Now a scramble, who's going to come up on top? Short time left to go, 5 seconds here. Hoping for some bonus points, but now Gregg gave up 2 reversal right at the end there. That'll end the period, though, with Dawson Gregg with the Trojans' first victory of this duel, giving the Trojans 3 points on the scoreboard. Trojans still trail 36-3 going into the 160-pound match.
Border West is open for Barnesville, Cameron Halverson.
Cameron Halverson taking a win by Forfeit there.
At 170, there's a double forfeit.
Double forfeit. And 82. 182. Not what anybody wants to see, but it is what it is. We're open 195. So Andrew Hennessy of the Border West Buccaneers wins by forfeit.
Border West is open at 220 for Barnesville, Jordan Kroll.
This is going to be real anticlimactic, folks. Bunch of opens here. No, hold on. We might actually have a match here at heavyweight. Noah Alderman, a sophomore for the Border West Buccaneers, wrestling at heavyweight against junior for the Barnesville Trojans, Timmy Wells. Here we go. Final match of the evening is Trojans trail 42-15. All right. Crowd gets a little excited anytime you see the big guys moving that quick. So Timmy Wells in on 2-point takedown. Just going for pure muscle. Border West Buccaneer just turned the wrong way into it. He's got to take his time, settle in, running a half deep half, going elbow deep here on his opponent from the Border West, getting out on the toes. Referee of the evening, Neil Linton, looking in. Got to have both those shoulder blades down at the same time in order to get a fall. I can guarantee it's a lot harder it looks. Border West Buccaneer doing a good job of fighting off his back. There's a couple big guys, but it will end all by fall. And we'll bring a final score. Trojans 21, Border West Buccaneers 42. All right, we'll just keep things running here for our next duel, which will be the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Border West Buccaneers. We got some junior high wrestling here we can cover while we're at it here. Some of our junior varsity guys. Colin Gromish taking on a Border West Buccaneer. He's trailing right now. 2-0 with 1 minute left to go here in the first period. Colin Gromish. Now you may be saying, what's going on here? He's out of bounds. Why are they not breaking it? Well, if any part of the wrestler that is getting pinned is in bounds, they can be pinned. It was just at that point they finally went off the mat here. Resetting in the middle. 35 seconds left to go in the first period. Colin Gromish trailing 5-0 now with that 3-point near fall pickup for the Border West Buccaneer. And for folks watching at home or wherever you're at around the world, again, we're just going to leave the scoreboard off the thing here. Got some technical difficulties. I apologize, so I'll do my best to just keep you updated on scores and different things like that as we progress through the evening. Either way, we're going to bring you some wrestling. Whether you're a Border West fan, Pelican Rapids, Barnesville Trojan, or just a wrestling fan in general, we'll bring it to you. We're fortunate to have this opportunity through Magnitude Sports. We have a great bunch of sponsors that make this possible. All right. So now you saw the ref flip the coin here and determine who's going to get what choice for the period and whatnot. Well, you didn't see that for the varsity. Well, again, they don't do the coin toss because of it's just scratch weight makeups here and whatnot throughout the evening. So that's they just do it on the fly right there. They'll determine who gets what position from the coin toss. So that's kind of how that's figured. So Colin Gromish need to get to his feet. Border West Buccaneer looks like he's running a bit of a, can't tell if it's half here or what. Just doing a good job of tying up Colin's hands. Colin's got to maintain his own hand control. Can't leave those arms out there like that. Otherwise, you're just giving him some wings and opportunities for him to, Colin doing a good job of standing up, though. Working on the edge here. Apologize for my camera skills here. I got to get this thing loosened up. All right, back to the center. They go out of bounds. Resetting from the center. Colin Gromish starting from the middle. 52 seconds left to go in the second period. Colin Gromish trailing 5-0. Caution on the Border West where he had his hand placement. The ref gave him a caution. You get 2 cautions. After that, it becomes a point. Whether it's hand placement, movement, early movement, that type of thing. Call that a false start, but again, Colin, he's fighting for hand control, but you can't leave those elbows out there, buddy. Got to maintain that hand control, but locking on the hands, you can't just lock there and do nothing, because if you do that point, the ref will call you for stalling. Got to do something. Again, opened up a half Nelson here. Border West running that elbow, well, not quite elbow deep, which is good for Colin at this point. He can keep fighting. Boy, short time left to go. 8 seconds here in the second period. Colin gonna fight. Short time, and boom, 2 more near fall. Buccaneer jumps up 7-0 going in the third period. It's gonna be the Buccaneers' choice. He's gonna go neutral. Colin coming in for a shot. Border West Buccaneers sprawling that off. Now they're in a scramble. Back up they go. Colin with a nice little spin around there. Closing the gap a little bit. 7-2 minute, 6 seconds left to go here in the third period. Gonna really have to turn it on. Escape. 8-2. Gromish for the Trojans, trailing on the Border West Buccaneer. Getting out of shot. Got to keep that head up, otherwise they're going to just stuff and kind of get behind. 2-point takedown for the Buccaneer now. 10-2 with 42 seconds left to go here in the final period. Out of bounds they go. 30 seconds left to go here in the final period. Again, Gromish trailing 10-2, starting down in the referee's position in the middle. Gap Explode gets them going. I'd love to see a switch or a sit-out right now. Going for a stand-up. Got to keep moving here. Again, 20 seconds left to go in the final period. Border West going in for that half Nelson again. 10 seconds left to go here in the final period. Gromish trying to fight, but Border West Buccaneer has that half Nelson in deep and fall with 1 second left to go here. I was able to see that just as the clock ran out. Border West Buccaneer did secure that fall. Good match to both their young guys. All right. Got some more junior varsity action coming here. Apparently we're not checking in with the scoreboard here. Excuse me, I guess they are. They're just checking in with the scoreboard over in that other table. And then we got Michael Conley for the Barnesville Trojans, a 7th grader. Apologize because I don't have the name for the Border West Buccaneer. Ref given 2 points awarded to Conley on the takedown. Again, to folks just watching, sometimes you're looking like, oh, what are they doing? They're just sitting there up in a ball. I tell you what, there's more action going on in that little tie up there than you realize. Fighting for hand position, just fighting for position. Wrestling is all about positions. Maintain control position. Conley trying for a tilt there. Almost had it, not enough. Not enough, you gotta maintain the shoulders on the ground, exposed beyond a 45-degree angle for at least a couple seconds, at least a 2 count from the ref to get 2 points. Again, if you can hold it there for at least 5 seconds, again, they'll bring in a 3-point near fall. And again, if the shoulders are completely touching both at the same time simultaneously, again, that will result in a fall. Michael let up just for a moment. That Buccaneer felt it. He started to turn, but not the way you usually want to go. That could end badly when you turn into an opponent like that. All right, so a little coin toss here. Buccaneer defers. Michael Conley looks over at his coach, former Barnesville wrestler Chase Brenner. Says, go down. Got to work from the bottom here. Gotta work on our escapes. Work on our reversals. Conley trying for a stand-up. Just kind of, Buccaneer getting a little high, but he's chasing in on kind of a, well, some folks might call it a Fridley. It's where you try to tie up the one leg and get on kind of a side front headlock, and you just kind of try to toss him. Like Conley's pretty, for being a 7th grader, he's a little more experienced than just pure raw horsepower to fight out of that, but good efforts. That's what we like to see, some different moves here, different things. You know, sometimes guys just have different styles that match up differently too. You can't just look at things for record and this and that, but when you see the little things, different styles sometimes just match up differently. Conley scrambling for position here. That Border West Buccaneer says, I'm not giving up on that. I feel like I can get this yet. So it's going to be a match of who wants it more right now, horsepower and technique's coming through though. Got to give credit to that Border West wrestler. He stuck with it there. Now he's got that armbar tied up. He's going to try to capture Conley's other wrist. Conley's got to post out on that. He's got to fight it back. And it gets to a point when you're running that armbar behind, you can't let that arm go beyond a certain angle. And it gets to be up beyond a, I guess you call it a 90-degree angle across the back. The ref's going to stop and say potentially dangerous. Now, there's no doubt some wrestlers are more flexible than others. I've seen guys that are complete Gumbies that, you know, can handle that all day, but you got to do with what's required of, you know, the safety of the wrestler through Minnesota State High School League rules. Because some folks, you know, I've seen some guys that are completely double jointed, and you know, hey, they'll be okay. But either way, rules are rules, and it's all about the safety of the athletes here. All right, so Conley still ahead after the second period, 2-0. It is the Border West Buccaneers' choice. He looks over at his coach is there. Looked over Coach Paul Frisch. Paul Frisch says, you go down there, young man. You got to work on getting better at getting out of the bottom. So a little bit of a, looks like he was going for that little of a sit-out switch here. But Michael Conley stayed in a good position, saying, nope, not going to let you have that. I gotta try to turn you now, bud. So fighting for some hand control here. What does Michael want? He's going to go for another one of those tilts. Ooh. Border West Buccaneer says, I'm going to go for a little, you know, roll on that. And that just put Michael out of position. He felt it and says, no, I'm getting out of there. Let's better let you have one than two. So escape 1 point for the Border West Buccaneer. 53 seconds left to go. Conley leads 2-1 here in the final period. Ref says, not enough action going on here. We're just kind of locked up and doing nothing. I mean, not necessarily stealing, but we're just not making any progress. We'll call that a stalemate. Let's reset in the middle here again, gentlemen. All right. And there's our favorite referee of the evening, Sir Neil Linton. Ooh. Border West Buccaneer doing a good job attacking on that. I believe he now... apologize, I got a little distracted there myself. They're saying over the score is 4-3. I believe that is accurate. I'm getting a little too excited myself here. Got to focus on my camera. I lost my camera guy tonight here. He's out on the snowmobile as we speak. It's 32 degrees and felt like one of those nights. So, excuse me, Conley is up here 5-3. There's a short time left to go. The Buccaneer, he just kind of is like, I got to try to force something. He was going to go a little bit of a toss, maybe a little bit of a lateral drop or something like that, and just got in bad position and didn't quite work out here. Conley just kind of set them down there, and that's where that one will end. Final score 7-3. Good match, though. Both these young men. Boy, it's a couple young wrestlers there. I'm guessing this other guy for Border West, he looks pretty young himself. I know. I think we're going to have some good matches from some years watching both these young gentlemen. All right, so it looks like our varsity ref, Neil Linton, went over to give him a hand spell, the other referee of the evening. All right, in the meantime, looks like Pelican Rapids and Border West will be getting going. I believe that match is slated to start at 6 o'clock, so that's probably what they're going to do. Barnesville Trojans will be at 7 o'clock with the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And that may be all of our junior varsity matches for now, at least between those two teams. We'll keep you posted here. We're going to take a short break, but stay tuned. We're going to keep this feed going live. We'll be back at it in a little bit. Thank you. All right, wrestling fans, back at her here with the second meet of the evening. All right, we got the Border West Buccaneers going against the Vikings of Pelican Rapids. Kicking off at 106 pounds. Apologize, didn't catch who it is. Also got a junior varsity match going on side by side. I know for the Pelican Rapids, we got Jackson. Oh. Guess I can't say that as Jackson Peasley. I can't see his face here right now. He'd been wrestling up at 113 earlier in the year. Looks like he's down to 106 now. So that is Jackson Peasley. And I believe that is Gunnar Hennessy that we saw earlier in the evening against the Barnesville Trojans. Don't hold me to it, though. All right. All right, so they'll bring them into the second period now. Border West Buccaneer going down. Coach Paul Frisch says, "You're young man. I know you can get away from this guy." It's 2-2. Start of the second period. Peasley doing a nice job of riding, staying with the wrestlers. They work to the side here. Again, Peasley getting those hands tied up underneath. Border West Buccaneer trying to fight for that hand control. Look like he got the one arm back, but it got bent a little more than the ref likes, so the ref says, nope, potentially dangerous. Got to break that. So we'll reset here. Anytime you reset, you go back to the center of the mat. Caution. Must have been a hand placement on the belly, I'm assuming. Might have missed what the ref said there. Border West Buccaneers got a good stand-up, though, no doubt about it, but Peasley doing a nice job of riding them. Peasley riding off to the right side there, fighting for that hand control underneath. Looks like he's trying to pry that right hand out to the back. More than likely what he'll want to set up is like an arm bar or something like that. At this point, not quite working. He's like, all right, I'm going to go for that half Nelson now. For folks that never wrestled before and you see him get off the side, like, oh, just, you know, for the other guy on the bottom, when he gets out that high, just say, oh, just back up, stand up. Well, there's a lot more weight on there and leverage than a person realizes. And wrestlers spend their whole life figuring that out. Because like I said earlier, wrestling is a sport of position. It's all about working those angles. Leverage. Matter of fact, my junior high science teacher used to say, if you have a big enough lever, you can move the world. So find that leverage point. Again, Peasley running a bit of a head lever there. Again, this is where you stick your head in the back of their arm, almost really into their armpit. Running off to the side, you got to get them flat. Peasley getting that arm bar tucked in from that left side, now running it. Single arm bar. Definitely getting his opponent exposed for some back points there. Ref counting away. He's got a 5 points, so he's got at least three points coming for him individually. 7 seconds left to go here in that second period. Peasley wants the pin, though. Again, a lot of times it can be tough to do from a single arm bar. It just gets to be too much space. So that'll bring our score to, I think the scoreboard's a little bit off here. So Coach Frisch is going over saying, hey, gotta ask you about something here. Well, maybe it's not the score. I guess that score is correct. It is 5-2. I think Coach Frisch there, he seems to be asking about the angle of that arm bar. I know he called it earlier on that one. He feels that it looks like it's getting lifted a little more than he'd like to see, and it's just not safe in his opinion. I'm thinking it's what they're talking about. And the ref listened him out. Sure said, I'll keep an eye on that. We're just trying to do our best here. Again, Peasley for the Pelican Rapids Vikings starting down here. He is ahead 5-2 in the third period of our 106-pound match for the evening of the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Border West Buccaneers. Again, when Border West is in control, when both of his feet left the ground, they're going to call that potentially dangerous. They don't like to see that. But if he does it often enough where he just uses it to advantage every time the opponent stands up or does something, you just latch on and do that, you can get called for stalling too. I'm not saying that was the situation there, but I'm just making note of it. So Peasley with a stand up here. What's he going to do? Got to reach inside, not outside there. Got to create a little more separation when you stand up. Get the hips out. Turn inside with that arm, inside the leg, wrapping around there. A little standing switch maybe. Border West Buccaneer doing a nice job staying with him. Little trip return to the mat. Border West Buccaneer still is in control. It's getting close though. Not a lot going on. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a stalemate, but nope. Peasley with that stand-up. Buccaneer returning right to the mat. Not a lot going on here. 23 seconds left to go here in the final period. Can't quite tell what our Buccaneers trying to do there. Back to the center they go, resetting. After that stalemate, 19 seconds left to go here in the final period. Peasley with stand-up. Coach Frisch telling the Buccaneer to get around to the front. I'm guessing he wants to see him try maybe like a little bit of an Olympic roll or something like that. But again, good match to both these young men. Final score 5-2. Jackson Peasley for the Pelican Rapids, giving 3 team points to start the evening between the Pelican Rapids and the Border West Buccaneers. Good match, young men. Fun to see. In the meantime, we got some junior high matches over here with the Border West Buccaneers and the Pelican Rapids Vikings going at it too. It's like the Vikings trying to hook up a bit of a cradle there at this point. You know who this is for? You know who this is for the Buccaneers? Forcier. All right, this is Peyton Forcier for the Border West Buccaneers, and I guess I apologize. Oh, Gage Treenan for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Got too much going on here. Thank goodness I got the bus driver for Border West Buccaneers to straighten me out here. It's always good to have a sidekick sitting close that can get you on the right path and let you know who these young gentlemen are. I like to own that much. So a 2-point takedown for Forcier, getting the Viking put right on his back there. Forcier looking tough here. He's got to settle in, keep that arm, stretch it all together, take your time. A lot of time left to go here, minute 10 left to go in that first period, but the Viking says, I don't want that to, oh. A couple cats scrambling here at this point. It's going to come down to some solid technique here. All right, 3-point near fall for Sear, jumping up 5-0 on the Pelican Rap Vikings. Ooh, he got that hooked up. Kind of a double grapevine and into a front headlock, just head chance or whatever you want to call that. And Forcier winning by fall, giving the Buccaneers the league now, jumping up 6-3 over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. See what that brings out for us now. I got to check in here. Cole Sikora for Border West. And Jed Carlson for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. All right, 120-pound match. Score getting in on a single leg trip there with a little leg sweep. 2 points is got that. I'm going to let you have this takedown. Let's do it again. Some folks might be going, well, why do they do that? You know, you work for all that. You know, it's like, you know what? I just feel confident in my takedowns. I can rack up a few more points here. I'm going to try that again. It's nothing about being cocky or anything like that. Sometimes it's just more about scoring points is really what it comes down to. Getting in on another takedown. Score getting a little laxer just for a moment. Just for a moment. Again, he's confident. He's quick on his feet, but game that escape. 1 point Green now scores 4-2. Socorro. Again, wrestling supported position, 2 point takedown for Socorro. If you want to talk wrestling, take a quote from Olympic champ Mark Schultz. I'm sorry if you perceive me as an element that is dangerous. I'm only interested in winning, pinning, and scoring points. All right. In and out the first period, 6-2 Socorro. Going to the second period here. Pelican defers. Socorro says, let's go neutral. Confident on my feet. Want to get some more points here. I haven't looked at the matchups too closely here, but again, you know what it's all about. So regular decisions are worth 3 points. Major decisions, 4 points. Tech fouls, 5 points. And fouls, pins are worth 6. For those that don't know, Socorro taking another 2 points on the Pelican Rapid Viking. What are you going to hook up here now? He's got that one arm trapped under pretty good, pretty tight. Just going to do a little leg jerk here. Pelican Rapid with the, well, that'll be a reversal because there was technically no loss of control. Viking now closing the gap here, 8-4. Run a bit of a crossface on Socorro there. Again, both these wrestlers, I believe, are juniors. 45 seconds left to go here in the second period. Socorro up 9-4 in a 120-pound match. Both wrestlers taking it back to the middle. Socorro getting in on a bit of a single. Carlson sprawling out. Now it's just going to be a scramble at this point. Carlson, you can see locking in on his feet. It's going to make it difficult for Socorro to turn him, so now he's got to sit back, make the adjustments. Ref calls it a stalemate, saying we're not making any progress. We're going to break it right there, reset in the middle. Both wrestlers, nobody scored, still in the neutral position. 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. All right, and that'll close out our second period. Here we go. Socorro's choice says, I'm going down. Not literally, I'm just starting down in the referee's position. As he leads 9-4 here in the third period. Oop, caution Green. False start. Looks like he wants to get out of there. Carlson running in. Looks like he's trying to hook up a cradle at this point. Not a bad call. Good movement. Carlson getting it. Oh, boy. He's going to get some back points off this cradle here now. Carlson was trailing 9-4. We'll see what that brings him here. Ref's going to give him 3. Carlson now trailing 7-9 with 1:30 left to go here in the third period. Things just got really interesting. You might be down, but you're never out. That's the cool thing about wrestling. All right, 1 point escape score. Ooh, Carlson, he's got to get moving, though. You can't, when they stand up and start playing with their headgear, you got to go after them. You can't give them nothing. Everything in wrestling is earned. Don't let them have that. And I'm not cheering for either wrestler. I just want to see some good matches, some good wrestling here. And there's no doubt there's been one of the most exciting matches of the night altogether. So no controllers thinking, well, doesn't Sikora have it here? If he can lock up that second leg and get forward, oh, there the ref does give him, yep, because there's both knees are down. He has that locked in. That's a good call. So now Sikora up with 53 seconds left to go here in the third period. And they called a stalemate, so reset to the center they go. Again, Sikora up 12-7 here with 46 seconds left to go in the third period. Sikora kind of getting out front there. Tying under that 2-on-1. I'm guessing maybe a tilt coming here or something like that. Well, he's running that 2-on-1. He's going to block that knee, try to turn him under. Border West tilt there. You get that locked up, stay in good position. You can just hold it there, get your back points. Because you're like, well, why wasn't that ref counting right away? Well, those shoulder blades, they need to be at an angle. The back needs to be exposed at 45 degrees or less in order to get those back points. If you're beyond that, they don't count them. So, again, that'll be 3 more points, plus a takedown. That's 15-7. That's actually a 4-point for the Border West Buccaneers. That'll bring the team score up 10-3 here as we go into the 126-pound match. That was a good match, though, both those guys. But that was huge, those last matches they got.
At 126 pounds, Pelican Rapids is open for Border West, Jude Olson. At 132 for Border West is Dylan Business.
All right, folks, I apologize. Stand by for technical difficulties. It's been brought to my attention that the screen is froze. You can hear me, but again, I'll see if I can work on this. My technical guy might be a little tied up, so I apologize.
And at 145 38 for Border West is Eli Larson. And for Pelican Rapids, Reese Hanks.
All right, folks, we'll be getting back to here, getting our live screen here again. I think we maybe got her going again. Thank you there, Magnitude Mike. And again, continuing here from the 138-pound match. Border West Buccaneer winning by a fall there, obviously. All right, we'll get you updated here on the team score. That'll bring us up to Border West Buccaneers 28. Pelican Rapids still at 3. What's that?
And 150,
Oh, yeah.
45 for Border West is Patrick Forsier, and for Pelican Rapids, Carter Johnson.
All right, for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, we have Carter Johnson, a junior. And for the Border West Buccaneers, a junior also, Patrick Forsier. All right. Border West Buccaneers definitely have a decent team here. Pelican Rapids Vikings, they need to do something here to stop the bleeding here as they trail 28-3 against the Buccaneers. All right, front Viking in with Pelican Rapids Viking on with a front headlock there, just making no progress. Ref says, nope, stalemate, let's reset. Not making any progress. No action there. Let's do this in the middle again there, boys. Both the wrestlers looking for their setup, their tie-up. Some heavy hands there, along with some hand fighting. Getting close to the edge. On a front headlock with a little bit of a shuck there, taking 2-point takedown. Carter Johnson jumps up 2-0 for the early league here with 13 seconds left to go in the first period. Buccaneer trying to get one here. 4 seconds left to go here in the third period. All right. Again, this is the 145-pound match. Resetting here into the second period. Johnson for the Vikings is all starting down in the referee's position. Ref says, bottom man, you are set. Do not move. Top man, you are on. Get another 2 minutes. Forsier getting that breakdown. What's he going to do with it, though? Trying to ride, trying to hang on. Says, nope, I can't. Johnson gets away. 3-0 Johnson over Forsier here in the second period. Minute 40 left to go here. Out of bounds they go. Good match between these two. Johnson getting heavy in the head. Forsier saying, I'm going to meet you with that too here. Gonna be jacking for position. Probably going to see another shot coming through here on the edge of match. Ref says, nope. No, we're not making any progress. We're just too far out of bounds. The other guy's completely out of bounds. I'm going to reset you guys in the middle here. 29 seconds left to go here in the second period. Both wrestles from the neutral position. Johnson of the Pelican Rapid Vikings up 3-0. Each wrestler kind of looking for their tie. Who's comfortable where? That's the thing about wrestling. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Out of bounds they go. For sure, you're looking for that little bit of a headlock. Johnson went in. Kind of a lazy shot because he knew he could do it because he's out of bounds. So he really wasn't in any trouble there. Don't let that fool you. Now you do that in the middle, you make that type of shot, it could be a different story. But these guys know where they're at. They know their surroundings. This ain't their first time on the mat. All right. That closes out the second period. Third period we go. Border West Buccaneer, Forcier chooses neutral. Both up we go. He's going to need to make something happen here. Now, a lot of times when you get far enough down by too many points, you might be looking for some type of throw, toss, things like that to catch up quickly where you get a takedown and you put them right to their back. But, again, he's only trailing 3-0, so he's just got to work on a good, solid takedown here at this point to really put Johnson on a scramble. But, Forcier's like, I'll go with that. We'll keep it interesting here. Good match between these two, but Carter Johnson's he's always in good position here. That's one thing I got to say about this Pelican Rapid Viking. Watching him, he's always in really good position. I'm not saying that Forcier's in bad position, but that's kind of been the difference maker here on this. But you watch the way Forcier moves, he's dangerous too in that sense. He's comfortable with these little tosses and things like that. But again, he's comfortable doing it too. You notice where is he doing it? He's doing it on the edge because if he gets in trouble, he can scramble off the mat and maybe not lose that control. But now we got 55 seconds left to go in the third period. You start getting a little more, I don't like to use the word desperate, but sometimes things are what they are. So again, you're gonna have to start forcing things a little more. That doesn't mean forcing something bad. It's got to be good. But again, Johnson doing a nice job staying in position. He's got good form. I watch his movement, just the way he's always in position. You watch the way, just everything from his feet to his hands. I mean, even here, he's getting in here. Guessing he doesn't do a lot of these types of locks, but he gets in, he can control the momentum yet. Looking for little ducks and things like that. Again, 20 seconds left to go here in the third period. You're going to have to, at this point, you're going to have to force something there. It's probably going to have to be a little toss because a takedown just ain't going to be enough. That'd only give you 2, and when you're trailing 3-0. And nope, just not enough. Slipped off, just couldn't make it work. And throwing a guy at the end isn't any easier than trying to do it at the beginning. But again, good match to both these young athletes here. Again, that was a good match too. 5-0. Johnson gives the Vikings 3 more team points. Vikings still trailing 6-28 to the Border West Buccaneers. I guess this will be interesting now with what Pelican Rapids has, because I know. Actually, I believe Pelican Rapids has got some openings too, so I guess we'll try to keep you updated best we can. Who's got matches, who's got opens, who's got double forfeits, we'll find out here. So again, all right, so now who we have here at 152 pounds for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, a freshman, Jack Kapenga, with a 2-point takedown over a freshman for the Border West Buccaneers. Brody, I apologize. How do we say that last name for the Border West Buccaneer? Is it Natchbor, Nachbor?
Newbor or something like that.
Newbor? All right. All right. So the Border West Buccaneer takes and get the 1-point escape there. Going in on a shot at Kapenga. Kapenga's just sprawling out. I've watched this Kapenga for years. Kid's got good hips. I mean, when he sprawls, he's just, yeah. You saw it right there with that little toss. Very comfortable. Again, pretty solid there. Kapenga up 4-1 over the Border West Buccaneer. Going with a tilt. I'm saying no, he's not exposed enough. It's not, those shoulders aren't at that 45. And he's doing a good job of sitting up. Kapenga's just got to take his time a little more at this point. For that, that's a bar tilt that he's running. And those, in my opinion, don't usually get real tight. They really don't. They give a wrestler a lot of room to kind of wiggle out and, you know, keep out of some of those back points, as you kind of saw there. But Kapenga's just going to take his time. He's like, I'm going to run this bar. I'm going to tie up that arm. I'm going to get a little tighter now. I'm not going to force it so much, maybe. So that's what I'd be telling him to do. Now I'm going to adjust. Again, no back points there. If this was freestyle, which it's not, there'd be some points there. Whole different style. I'll admit I don't take in a lot of freestyle and Greco myself, with the exception of this last year with the Olympics. All right. So Border West deferred. Kapenga for the Pelican Rapids Vikings says, I'll take down. Caution on green. And have his hands in the right placement here. Kapenga going for a bit of a Granby, but just not clearing enough. Buccaneer felt that and he's like, he's got him. Oop, I get a little too excited here, zooming in. Boy, got him exposed there. Oh, into a stack there. Running a half, good old-fashioned half. Yeah, there's going to be some back points here, I believe. I should have had them already. There we go. There they are, 3 points. Now the score is tied 4-4. Buccaneer got to readjust. Says, nope, I'm losing it. Give him 1 before 2. Apologize for my cam work. I look excited. He's like, I'm going for the headlock, but Kapenga says, I'm just going to roll you right through. You try to do that, but I'm just going to roll right through. It was good headlock defense there. The Buccaneer just trying to force it. Sometimes it feels comfortable. So I think some back points there. Oh, excuse me, takedown, 1 point escape. So now Kapenga leads 7-5 over the Border West Buccaneer with 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Kapenga's pretty comfortable on his feet. He's letting him get in, but the way he sprawls, he can move. Ref says no progress. All right, stalemate. Let's do in the middle again. Both coaches expressing some encouragement to the wrestlers, saying, hey, you got to move. I don't care if you are that comfortable there. You still got to move there. Coming out for a front trip. Nope, out of bounds they go. No takedown to either wrestler. Looked like the Vikings going to get it, but out they go. Back to the middle they go. 7-5. Kapenga leads. 15 seconds left to go here in the third period. Wrestlers getting in on a scramble. Getting in, trying to dump. Kapenga just hanging on there. Ooh. Almost saw a spladle. Almost saw a spladle. All right, resetting here, third period. Border West Buccaneers starting from the bottom. Brody trailing to Kapenga, 7-5 in favor of the Viking. Kapenga getting almost a little too comfortable there. But he's like, I got this. Trying to hook up that tilt again. See, he just doesn't have it there. Brody doing a good job of fighting off. He's like, you know what, I'll try from the other side now. Break you down here. See if I can get something opened up. Try for a little hand wrist control. Can I get that bar tilt in there again? What are we going to get? Just going for a little bit of a stack there. Working a little bit of a head lever maybe. Trying to get that arm back. think he wants that arm bar. Again, minute left to go here in the final period of our 152-pound match. The Border West Buccaneers. Capenga hitting the tilt, but again, just not enough. Like I say, that bar tilt just stays a little too loose. No back points. Oop. Brody leaving up, opening for a half. Capenga running on that power half on top. It's not just your average half Nelson, what we call a power Nelson, where you put the other arm on top to get that leverage. And it's not to be confused with a full Nelson. Full Nelson is illegal. But again, taking that arm back. Get that arm like that. Haven't seen a good head lever here yet tonight. Just breaking them down, going fast. Short time, 5 seconds left to go. And that'll close out the final period of the 152-pound match. Good match to both these young gentlemen. That was good to see. All right, so that'll bring the score. 9 points for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, 28 for the Border West Buccaneers. Putting us at 160 pounds now. I think both teams got some openings here and there. We'll try to figure this all out. Who's going to get a match? Who's not? What are we going to do? Who's going to put who out first? Again, that's all part of that coin toss earlier, too. Border West is open.
At 160 for Pelican Rapids is Eastern Beauty. Border West is open.
Border West is open. It was for the Pelican Rapids. It was. Apologize. I got the headphones on here, so I can't hear who our announcer, Hugh Trubridge, is announcing. The sound system in this gym is less than ideal, but I guess it beats yelling through a megaphone.
Border West is open at 170, and Pelican Rapids has Mark Capenga.
All right, a bunch of opens here. This will close the score in a little bit here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings.
And 180 pounds for Border West is Andrew Hennessy. Pelican Rapids, Katie
Talk to
Holt.
Dan. Dan, he's somewhere around here. I don't know where he's at. He's got a bucket. All right, so that puts us in a 182-pound match. I apologize. I didn't get to hear who that's got, but the Border West Buccaneer, he's, I believe it's Andrew Hennessy, if I'm not mistaken, and he is running some dynamite there on this Pelican Rapid Viking with a fall in 20 seconds. All right, so the score was 28-21. Border West Buccaneers, that'll bump up them another 6, putting the Buccaneers at 34 now over the Pelican Rapids Vikings 21. We have 3 more weight classes. We'll see who's got some wrestlers and who don't, because I think Pelican's got some opens, if I'm not mistaken. So Coach Frisch checking in here with Coach Evenson, saying who's got who, who's got to put who out first. We're going to see Noah Ottelman for the Border West Buccaneers will take the win by forfeit because Pelican Rapids Vikings were open. That'll bump the and a double forfeit at heavyweight. All right, well, that'll conclude the final score tonight of the Border West Buccaneers 40. Pelican Rapids 21. So stand by. We'll just leave the camera feed live going here. I believe the Trojans and Pelican Rapids Vikings will kick off here at 7. Could be a little sooner. Try to keep you posted here. We'll leave the again the stream here going live. So again, thank you for watching wherever you're from. Appreciate the support. Magnitude Sports and all our sponsors here tonight.
Boys basketball will be playing in Pelican Rapids, 8th grade. That's the elementary gym here, excuse me. And the girls will be playing in Los Angeles. On Friday, boys will be playing in Minnewaska at Barnesville High School. And on Saturday, wrestling is at Alexandria High School. 978. 963 978.
89%. If I'm out there, I'll just grab them and take my jackknife off and slice them off. Let them go. It takes 24 hours to get it before the
Somebody had the winning ticket?
before it really happens. Yeah, I've done this for years. I've raised stuff since 1967. I just thought I would ask the guys there if I have something. I was thinking of creating a flying watertown zoo. Instead, I think it's half wings. I know, 3/4 wings. Fly of it. Well, that hasn't happened yet, so if it does
All right, wrestling fans, here we go again, kicking off our final duel of the triangular. We got, oh, looks like our screen froze up again. Kicking off with our 106-pound match, Jackson Peasley, the Pelican Rapids Vikings against Wesley Rotz. Peasley in with an early takedown, 2-0, now 2-1 on Rotz, 4-2. Peasley just taking it down, letting him up right now. Working on the side of the mat. Peasley riding hard, jumping up 6-2 on Rotz. Running a cradle on Rotz at this point. And fall in 51 seconds for Jackson Peasley of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, giving the Vikings the early lead of 6-0 over the Barnesville Trojans. And I am aware that the screen is frozen. We'll keep working on that until we can get things going here again. Into my IT guy. All right. 113 pounds. 113 pounds, we have Gage Trinan, an 8th grader, against a sophomore for the Barnesville Trojans, Asher O'Brien. And yes, I am aware the screen is froze. We'll hopefully get that worked on. In the meantime, I'll just try to give you the best play-by-play that I can. All right, O'Brien with a commanding takedown, getting in behind, returning, training by force to the mat. Just working him right now. Looks like he's got an arm bar on and he's just running it hard. It's a single arm bar, but he's got that thing deep. He's got it tight. He sat through and he gets the fall. That'll tie things up here after 113 pounds. So going into 120 pounds now, the score 6-6 between the Pelican Rapids Vikings and your Barnesville Trojans. All right. Now, 120 pounds for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, a junior, Jed Carlson. For the Barnesville Trojans, a junior, Quincy Morey. Morey with a nice takedown right off the bat. Getting in, working a bit of a, well, couldn't tell if he had a tilt or just a bar here at this point, kind of into a scramble. Looks like he's just got it in. At this point, he's modifying the arm bar. Coach Zach Anderson saying, take your time, keep that arm, make the adjustment, step through. It'll come. In the meantime, Morris stretching it out on Carlson. He's in good position, but he's just got to take his time, get that straightened out a little more. Do the leg, do a little step through here, adjust. He's got that elbow deep on that head. Morris just got to push through a little more on the toes. I'm not saying it's easy, but just trying to get a little more leverage on Carlson. He's got that thing deep. He's got both arms kind of tied up now. Kind of a front headlock, one arm stretched out, one leg tied in, and a fall for Morey. Quincy Morey, wins by fall, bumping the Trojans up to 12 over the Pelican Rapids 6. That'll bring us into our 126-pound weight class.
And 126, Pelican Rapids is open for Barnesville, Elias Cox.
Elias Cox taking a win for the Trojans as the Vikings are open. The Trojans up to 18-6. 132 pounds. The Trojans are open, giving the Vikings 6-point win by forfeit. Score now 18-12, going into 138 pounds.
138 pounds for Pelican Rapids, Reese Hankis. And for Barnesville, Hunter Gladden.
All right. For the Vikings, a junior, 138 pounds, Reese Henkes. For the Barnesville Trojans, a sophomore, Hunter Beliley. Again, for anybody tuning in, I'm aware the screen is frozen. It's beyond my technical abilities and skills. Until we can get our guy logged in here, I'll do my best and just give you the play-by-play. Hunter Beliley getting the takedown on the edge of the mat here. Wrapping up both hands on the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds. Back to the center they go. Hunter Beliley working his opponent into the mat. Tying up the one arm. Now reaching through on that arm underneath.
Pizza and hot dogs at the concession stand. $1 pizza and hot dogs.
Got a bit of a ball and chain, we'd call that. Again, working through underneath, getting that tilt. He's take his time and adjust. He's got the tilt, but he just can't get the back points. It's just too loose of a tilt. Looks good in freestyle, however, as I mentioned earlier, this is not freestyle, but it's still nice to see. Just got to settle in a little bit, adjust, get that tight. Do it again, he's still got it. No back points, Hunter still up with 39 seconds left to go here in the first period. Lets his opponent go, but boom, shoots in right away. Fighting for a scramble on a single that turned into a double. Says, I'm going to let you go again. Beliley up 4-2, letting his opponent have that escape. He goes in again on another single. Coming around, gonna try to turn it into a double, but no, out of bounds they go. 17 seconds left to go here in the first period, so. All right. Hunter getting in on a double leg. Nice job. Picks his opponent straight up and turns him to the mat. Right down into a half Nelson he's got. Oh, he's got the opportunity to run a good power half, but he didn't capitalize on it. That'll wrap up the first period. Hunter Beliley up 6-2 over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Second period, Hunter Beliley's choice. He says, I'm going to start in the down position. Into the middle they go. 2 minutes left to go. Barnesville Trojans up 18-12 over the Pelican Rapids Vikings at 130 pounds. Hunter Beliley starting out at the bottom. Stands up, turns. Going to get inside there and just come around with just a reversal. So Viking never lost escape or lost control to get the escape, but just came around into a scramble, and hey, Hunter Beliley took it. He now leads 8-2 on the Pelican Rapids Viking. Again, looks like he's doing that tilt again, trying to get it hooked up. Looking nice on that. Now he's running a little 2-on-1 off to the left side, trying to get that arm out there, get a little leverage. Hunter Beliley looking good here, looking tough. All right, in control, letting this guy stop. I don't know, Hunter Beliley got a warning for stalling. I think he's the only one working here, but. Again, now he's got his opponent turned. Just kind of pure force here at this point. Again, I apologize for anybody listening or trying to watch at home. The screen is froze. Hunter Beliley's got his opponent on his back with 42 seconds left to go here in the second period. He's got him tight and just scooped the head, and a fall it is. That'll give the Trojans another 6 to put the Trojans up 24 on top of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, who are currently at 12. That'll put us at a 145-pound match. We'll see who puts out who here at this point. Coaches, Pelican Rapids checking in here.
145 for Pelican Rapids will be Carter Johnson. For Barnesville, Will Watts.
Carter Johnson for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, a junior, against Will Rotz, a junior for the Barnesville Trojans. Carter Johnson had that really good match earlier against Border West. I believe that was Patrick Forcier, if I remember correctly. Just a good job. So Johnson taking the early lead with a takedown over Rotz, 2-0, hooking up a cradle right away. on Rotz. Rotz got to fight, grab those hands, got to break that hand control. Breaking that cradle, but now Johnson's trying something from the other side, coming in with a little crossface, lighting up Rotz, and if you're going to leave that hanging there, I'm going to try to open this up here. All right, Johnson running a half now off to the right side. Rotz fighting that off, trying to get some hand control here, trying to turn under, getting out of there. Johnson now running a head lever, just chopping the arm, bringing it back. Rotz trying to stand up here, gets the escape. 2-1, Johnson over Rotz of the Trojans, currently with 44 seconds left to go here in the first period. And for anybody tuning in, I apologize for the frozen screen. Can't get that fixed at the moment, so I'm just going to do my best play-by-play on frozen screen radio or TV here. Getting in on a single, Johnson is fighting on the edge of the mat, and out of bounds they go. Back to the middle, both neutral, both on her feet. Johnson up 2-1, 18 seconds left to go here in the first period. Both wrestlers starting in the middle. Two takedown, Johnson. This kid's quick on his feet, and that'll end out the first period. Second period, here we come. Red goes down for the referee's position. Clock's been reset 2 minutes. Rotz goes on top. Again, Rotz trying a little bit break down deep waist and not keeping enough pressure. Johnson just stands up, turns around, forces a reversal. Johnson now up 6-1 over Rotz. Hooking up a near side cradle on Rotz. Burying the head tight. There's a lot of space out there, not even near the side. Not looking good for Rotz. He's got to keep fighting here, try to break it out of that, and that will end by fall for 145 pounds. Carter Johnson win by fall over William Rotz. That will put Trojans at 24, Vikings now at 18, trailing just by a fall. 152 pounds. Who we're going to get? Looks like Jack Capenga for the Pelican Rapids Vikings and Dawson Gregg for the Barnesville Trojans. I'm going to predict this will be a very explosive match of people going for takedowns. Capenga getting in right away on a double, but standing up a little too soon, and Dawson just kind of sprawled back and popped out of it more or less. Dawson getting in on a single. Capenga countering it. Dawson fighting in. Ooh. Capenga throwing could have been a wicked lateral drop, but he got a little loose, which is good for Dawson Gregg. He's able to get out of it, even though he's got the takedown. At least he didn't get put on his back, because it's not a fun place to be. But Dawson doing a nice job of fighting out of it. And I think he's going to get at least one escape, because the position that Dawson came in, he had to get it. And yes, refs have a little discussion on the side of the mat, and they say, yeah, Dawson got one. All right, so 2-1. Capenga leads Dawson right now here with 1:08 left to go in the first period. Again, a couple very talented, athletic guys that like to move and use some upper body, so I think this is going to be exciting. I wish you could see it, so I'll do my best to describe it for you folks listening at home. Out of bounds they go. Both just kind of working. I mean, they're both comfortable getting in their underhooks and whatnot. I'd like to see Dawson use a little more keeping those hands out front, because Capenga is dangerous when it comes to that. Capenga getting in on a single leg. Ooh, watch that bend. Watch that bend. Capenga's in on that leg. He's really got Dawson's leg twisted underneath. We got two refs here right now. So one is the main ref, one is the trailing ref. Ref's going to say, nah, stalemate, just not making enough progress. A trailing ref can, I believe, point out, if things can, generally doesn't make the calls as far as starting and stopping, but they can point out other things. I think they can when it comes to something illegal, like a clasp or something like that. Oop, Kapinga's just doing a slide by. Wow, he's quick. Getting a 2-point takedown. 1-point escape for Dawson. Ooh, nice little. And Dawson, I can't even. He gets escape, jumps over his opponent in kind of a whirly-bird fashion, just spinning more or less on Kapinga's back. You don't see it real often. One wrestler I can think that did it a number of years ago that I watched back in high school when he won a number of state championships with Marcus Levesser. That looked pretty cool, and the crowd loved it too. To score a takedown right at the end of that first period. So again, now here we are in the second period. Dawson Gregg starting from the bottom of the referee's position. Scores tied 4-4. Minute 47 to go here in the second period. Dawson working on stand-up. Kapinga with the trip, bringing him right to the mat. All right, looks like we're going to get back on here, I believe there, folks, getting some live wrestling. Dawson getting a little extended now at this point, getting a little flat. Not where he wants to be. He's got to really work on getting his base back up. There we go. Not going to get – oh. Kapinga getting a little loose there. Can Dawson use it to his advantage? Boy, two very dangerous wrestlers. Dawson just getting in bad position. Kapinga coming up on top, capitalizing on that. You feel comfortable, and sometimes things just happen. But Dawson's going to have to fight from his back here. It's 6-6 in that second period with 1:05 left to go. Dawson fighting off his back. He's going to scramble, coming up into a headlock on Kapinga. Kind of a modified headlock into that scramble, just kind of in position. Can he maintain it there to get some back points besides that reversal? It happened so quick. He is getting back points. The ref is counting back points. Kapinga, a very strong and flexible wrestler himself. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm glad we got the screen back on here for you folks so you can see what's actually going on here because, it's more exciting to see it sometimes than to hear me describe it, so my words would fall flat. Anyways, Dawson Gregg picking up 3 near fall. That puts him up 11-6 on Kapinga with 25 seconds left to go here in the final period. Boy, it's exciting, and things are just getting started here. Dawson doing a nice job of following him. Kapinga doing a nice job of getting out, though. Or trying to get out, I should say. Dawson hooking up an armbar at this point. Can he get a few more back points? He's going to get extended. He's going to get a couple. If he can hold him there, right as time ran out. Did he get a 5 count? Time will tell. No, came short. Just ran out of time to get that 5 count as the time ran out. So he'll get 2 more. So they got to check. They got to check in on the score tables, calling the refs over. They want to make sure they're following that correctly here and whatnot. Things got a little wild here. They want to make sure they followed that correctly. Again, currently it looks like Dawson Gregg of the Barnesville Trojans is up 13-6 on Jack Kapinga of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Team score 24 Barnesville Trojans, 18 Pelican Rapids Vikings. We'll be starting our third period. I believe it's going to be Kapinga's choice here in the third period. A lot of times like, I bet the Viking, I bet they're going to have him choose down. I don't know. Dawson's, the way he's turning him currently, they might not start Kapinga on bottom. Well, I guess we'll see here. Oh, looks like he is. Kapinga is confident he can get out. Maybe a reversal. He's going to be trying to maybe get some back points, things like that. All right. Kapinga with the stand-up. Now they're going to go for it. There's going to be some horsepower here. See who comes out on top. Kapinga with a takedown now. A reversal. So that'll put him up 13-8. Kapinga having him exposed momentarily. Dawson coming in a scramble. Boy, we're back and forth here. Kapinga still technically is in control on that. But I believe they got to get, and our ref's kind of in the way. Ooh, scrambling here off to the side they go. Kapinga is still in control. 13-8, Dawson Gregg leads. I apologize for my camera skills. Again, my cameraman, he's out with his buddies snowmobiling tonight, so you got the one-man show here, but I'll try to follow him best I can without getting too excited. Sometimes I get my Zoom button a little excited. And what do we got going here? Kapinga's breathing a little heavy here. Not sure if he's got some breathing issues. A lot of times they're going to start injury time on that. Or is he? Well, we don't need to see that. So, all right. Not feeling so hot. That happens in wrestling, Trainers over there taking a look. anyways, again, I believe that score is correct. So 13-8, Dawson Gregg is up. However, Capenga did regain control, so he is on top as far as the starting of this third period here, as we got 1 minute, 28 seconds left to go here in the final period. Cut injury time. Okay, I'm a little confused on the score. Oh, no, he gives Dawson Gregg a 1-point escape, so 14-8. Dawson Gregg is up here with 1:24 left to go in the third period. Dawson coming in, kind of a half shot. Capenga just kind of moving quicker here, coming around. But Dawson, he's a talented kid. He stays in good position here. He's not gonna. We're gonna see a throw, and Capenga trying to force it just a little too much. Dawson a little too smart for that. He's tough on his feet, and he's comfortable a lot of times in those underhooks and different things like that. It's fun when you see a couple guys that are that talented and confident in their skills doing that. It makes it exciting for the rest of us folks here. Dawson getting Capenga turned here with 46 seconds left to go in the third period. Dawson up 16-8, picking up back points, but can he get the fall? Trojans are definitely going to need some bonus points here with all the different opens they got coming up, so bonus points will be huge, and Dawson Gregg scores a fall over Jack Capenga of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. A much-needed win for the Barnesville Trojans. Good match, though. Good sportsmanship amongst both guys there. Love to see that. So it's all about. All right, 160 pounds. Now Mark Capenga for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. For the Trojans, Cameron Halverson. Capenga with a takedown, 2 points. I love having two refs. The only negative thing is what you're seeing right here. Sometimes it gives another chance for somebody else to get in the way. It's not their fault, it's just what happens. It's life. Joe Dirt would say life's a garden. You dig it, you make it work for you. So we work with what we got here, folks. All right. Capenga just running on top, runs some pretty wicked crosses there, trying to get some hand control, but Halverson doing a nice job trying to maintain his own hand control from the bottom. I have a feeling we're going to see either sit-out, turn under, like a switch from Halverson at this point. Capenga says, no, I'm going to give you, I'm going to let you have the escape. So let's start from our feet again, 2-1. Ooh, little collision there. I don't know if you could hear that on the camera, but I heard it here. Out of bounds they go. Cameron Halverson doing a nice job of fighting that off. That was a pretty good collision there. Hopefully nobody's seen any stars or anything like that. Halverson doing a nice job of getting in. Oh, very nice from the 8th grader there on the Barnesville Trojans. Very, very nice job. Again, a little chin drop action. Boy, I hope Grandma Wendy's watching tonight. This is, oh boy. Oh my goodness, and a fall off a chin drop. Wow, well. First and only chin drop I've really seen tonight, and wow, well, good match, both guys, some good sportsmanship there. Wow, that bumps the Trojans up to 36 now. Now there's going to be some opens, unfortunately, for the Trojans, so all you got to have is a warm body and a heartbeat to go out there to take these, and when you don't have any opens, that's just the way, or when you don't have anybody to put in there, that's what it is. It's a forfeit, so that's going to definitely close the gap here for the Trojans and the Pelican Rapids Vikings, so we'll see what that puts us out here against. Even Pelican Rapids has got some opens too. It's just not what anybody wants to see. It's just unfortunate. We want wrestling here, but it's what we got. So, all right. So I'll let them try to figure out the final scores here. As before I make any announcements, as opens. All right. I think we might have one match here yet. And no, we don't. I apologize. I thought Pelican Rapids had either a 220-pounder or heavyweight, but that was Border West, I'm thinking. So, that's going to close out the evening here. Again, folks, thanks for tuning in. I apologize for the technical difficulties with the screen freezing and all that, but hopefully you get to see some quality wrestling or listen to some quality wrestling. Again, thank you to Magnitude Sports, all our sponsors. This wouldn't be possible without you to make this happen. Again, tune in with us this Thursday night as the Trojans will host another home meet. It was supposed to be a triangular. I've heard that one of the teams has pulled out now, so I believe only New York Mills is going to be our duel that night, but we'll be coming to you again live Thursday night from the home of the Barnesville Trojans. We'll be bringing it to you live here on Magnitude Sports. Thank you again. Have a good night.
Thanks everybody for coming, and we hope to see you Thursday.
The proceeding has been a presentation